residents should always have a say. So what I'm proposing is that a resolution should be crafted up to state that the city will never do eminent domain on those mobile home park area, because those mobile home people who live there are on a fixed income, and they're usually senior citizen, and they don't have the income to rent another home or buy another home in Orange County. Because if you think about it, every home in Orange County isn't what $1 billion right now. And where would those senior citizen or people who are less fortunate or low income would be living in, or where would they buy a home at in Orange County? So basically, they will be displaced. And so my resolution is to have city craft. That's what I just said. So I asked the city to craft up a resolution stating that we would not do eminent domain over those mobile home parks in the city of Westminster. Because I know, Mr. Mayor, you always mention that you care, Kimberly and Monza as well, you care for the mobile home park people, and then you are concerned for them. So I think this is of your interest as well, to protect them.
So the request is that you would walk an item onto the agenda to craft a resolution that you would never do eminent domain on mobile home parks.
Yes,
for all the reasons that you stated. In order to walk an item onto the agenda, it has to be something that arose after the agenda was posted.
Exactly.
And that it has to be of sufficient urgency that action needs to be taken at night. So 4/5 of the council would have to vote to walk an item on. And so that's something the council is going to.
I have my second. Now, what's my second?
You said a second to the motion.
Yes, I second.
Okay. And you want to speak?
No, I just find it funny that she has to speak for Councilmember Wayne. I'm sure he has the ability to speak for himself.
Okay. Let me be clear to everyone. When I heard that these two councilmen were in the item, the urgency item, you heard it from the city attorney that this is emergency. But that is only one part of their reason. The second is that I asked him, I asked the attorney, are we going against state law for putting this item on? Because state law saying that the eminent domain shouldn't be the local obey to the state law. Understand there are times that we can do differently, but if there is a specific case, then we can do it. But then I asked him, whatever it is, I want you to, and he said that it's not going anywhere, but they have the right to do it. And I said, I don't want to spend 10 to 15 minutes. How did I ask you about this one? So I want you to make sure that they understand, and I want you to make recommendations to them, not to put it in. And I want to ask you, did you convey that message to them?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so as long as you convey the message and they continue to do this, then it's their part. And then right now, go ahead and call for it.
Mr. Mayor, thank you for
No, right now we call for the vote. You have to, but we are not discussing the item until we approve if we put it in or not. So at this time, go ahead and move on with the roll call, please.
Thank you, Mayor. Motion was made by Councilwoman West, seconded by Councilwoman Wynn, to direct staff to prepare a resolution that states that the city will not do eminent domain for the reasons stated by Councilwoman West against mobile home parks within the community. I'll go to call the roll. Councilwoman West.
Van West, yes.
Councilmember Monzo.
For the record, I didn't hear the Councilmember 1 second.
I did.
Councilmember West second for So
He did, I think he just spoke for himself, so maybe you should listen, Mr. Monzo, please
my floor
listen.
is now.
Councilmember Wynn.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hill.
Yes, I'd like to say, before I vote, I'd like to say that this is another way for them to grandstand themselves. I really don't believe Amy Van West understands anything about eminent domain or her job on the council. So I think that, if we can stop allowing her to use this fear tactic. You don't understand what it takes to go that route, and take someone's land. We don't intend to do
We
that.
don't
That's all.
discuss that. Right, we don't discuss it right now.
You're not the mayor, okay?
Okay, if we discuss that right now, we do
You're
it.
not the mayor, okay?
We are not discussing right now.
Please, okay, go ahead.
I said no.
Mayor Wayne?
Okay, well, before I go, I want to make this one clear about it. When I talk to you, that's what I have to convey message to you guys. Just not to bring it in, but then from there, I need to have a trust. So you and I haven't heard that at this meeting, they bring it in and they want to have the urgency item. It's called, I'm lying to the public, that's all. I was not lying to the public because I don't know if you request to have the item to bring in, then you need to.
You
bring it
direct
at
the
this
city
dais.
attorney to tell me.
Not somewhere at this dais, so my vote is no.
Motion failed 2-3.
Okay. Next is city manager report, please.
Mayor, if I can go ahead and do my report first.
Did I ask for the city clerk report? No, not yet. I'm sorry about that, yeah, please.
Thank you, Mayor. We do have the communications in front of you for items 5.2 regarding the attachment for council to consider tonight, as well as 9.2 clarifying that the item is an ordinance and not a resolution. Additionally, I'd like to remind everybody that election day is Tuesday, November 5th. All active voters should have already received their vote by mail ballot in their mailboxes. If you have not yet received your ballot via USPS, I encourage you to contact the Orange County RV to confirm your voter registration status. There are over 37 vote centers within 6 miles of Westminster. For example, we have a few here: Westminster Branch Library, Westminster Community Services Building, and Marion Warren Community Building, along with 17 vote by mail ballot drop-off locations within 6 miles of Westminster. You can go to both Chico Park or Trinity Park. Additionally, you could go throughout any of Orange County's vote centers, ballot drop-off locations. As a reminder, all vote centers and ballot drop-off locations will be open until 8 p.m. on election day. For all other questions related to voting in this year's election, please contact the Orange County ROV or your Westminster City Clerk's office. And that concludes my report.
Thank you very much for the report. And next is city manager report, please.
Thank you. So first, communities come together. The Westminster Police Department is holding its second event with the 80th anniversary of Westminster Boys and Girls Club. The event is designed to create a welcoming learning environment for members of the Westminster community who experience spectrum-related learning and or other developmental disabilities and their families. The event is designed to provide several interactive education-based activity stations, allowing community members to interact positively with Westminster PD and or OCFA members while learning the essential skills of personal safety and when to call emergency services for help. The event will be held on Saturday, November 9th from 10 to 12 p.m. 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Reservations are required. Please contact Ruby at 714-856-4914. Next, our senior center will be having a spooky bingo bash this Friday from 1 to 3 p.m. Bring your best bingo skills and join us for a spectacular day full of frightening fun, fantastic prizes, and eerie excitement. Tickets on sale for $15 at the senior center front desk and includes bingo cards, one meal ticket, and drink ticket. For more information about this event and other senior center events, call Senior Center at 714-895-2878. Also this Friday is our Halloween Spooktacular. This is the third year we're holding it here at the Civic Center, and it just grows every year. Starting at 4:30 p.m. right here in the Civic Center parking lot. Grab your friends and family, come dressed in your ghoulish costume and enjoy the evening of spookiness. The event will feature over 50 trunks to grab treats from. Movie night featuring Kung Fu Panda 4 after the trunk or treat. A live DJ and a free photo booth. Cakewalk, a ghost hunt, a pumpkin patch maze, games and activities, food trucks, and a face painter. We'll also be celebrating Dia de los Muertos with community ofrendas thoughtfully decorated by various local groups. Come check out these stunning displays as a chance to reflect, remember, and celebrate the lives of loved ones who have passed. Veterans Day is coming up. Thank you for your service, veterans. Get your free Proud Veterans Yard sign today. Visit the Community Services Recreation Front Desk before November 8th or while supplies last. If you need one delivered, call Community Service and Recreation to make arrangements, 714-895-2860. And last but not least, our annual tech parade is coming up. Participant and sponsor applications are now available for our upcoming parade on Saturday, February 1st. Visit the city website to apply today. And of course, for more information, call 714-895-2860. This year's theme will be Spring of Resiliency. And of course, this takes place along Bolsa Avenue between Magnolia and Bouchard Street, celebrating the Year of the Snake. And with that, that concludes my report.
All right, thank you very much, city managers. Well, I'm sorry that we have to start out the meeting with such a very harsh environment, but then it's always my pleasure to recognize this is a big part of the city always, city meeting all the time with a special presentation. So today, tonight, this evening, I have a chance to, I'm honored to recognize the following groups for their the presentations. So the first presentation is a presentation of proclamation for Red Ribbon Week. The second one is presentation proclamation for law enforcement, records and support personnel day. The third one is presentation of certificates of recognition recognizing fall festival sponsors and department heads. Next one, last but not least, the presentation of certificate of recognition to Aspen Rojo, newly appointed city clerk, former president of the League of Cow Cities. Before I ask council to join me at the podium to present the appreciation to the groups, I'd like to go ahead and read my appreciation to them. Okay, first of all, presentation of proclamation for Red Ribbon Week. The red ribbon has been chosen as a symbol commemorating the work of Enrique TP Westmiinster, a drug enforcement administration agent who was murdered in the line of duty and represented the belief that one person can make a difference. The 2024 National Red Ribbon campaign theme is Life is a Movie. Film free. October 23rd to 31st has been designated as the National Red Ribbon Week, encouraging Americans to wear a red ribbon to show their support for the drugs-free environment. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Chi Charlie, on behalf of Vice Mayor Hall and council members from Westminster, do hereby proclaim October 23rd to 31st, 2024 as Red Ribbon Week in the city of Westminster and encourage all citizens to support a drug-free lifestyle. Next one is a presentation of proclamation for law enforcement, records and support personnel day. The Westminster Police Department Records Bureau devotes countless hours to performing their duties that keep law enforcement agencies running smoothly. And these professionals demonstrate excellent attention to detail with quality control and effective communications. Now, therefore, I, Mayor Chi Charlie, on behalf of Vice Mayor Ho and council members from West, Menzo, and Wing, do hereby proclaim November 14, 2024 as Law Enforcement Records and Support Personnel Day in the city of Westminster and extend our gratitude to the Westminster Police Department, they are here, Records Bureau staff and support personnel for their diligence, commitment, and dedicated service to our community. The next one is presentation of certificate of recognition recognizing 4 festival sponsors and department heads. The 2024 Fall Festival was a tremendous success. As your mayor, I am so proud of the spirit and unity it has brought to our great city. We are honored this evening to recognize our sponsor for their generosity in supporting this event. Your contributions play a vital role in making the festival possible, and it shows your commitment to the power of community and coming together to showcase our spirit and pride. Countless memories were made at this year's event, and on behalf of the entire City Council and staff, I am truly grateful for your continued partnership. Additionally, I'd like to take a moment to thank our great staff. This year, every department was represented throughout the entire festival, and the event would not have been successful without the collaboration of the Community Services Department, Public Works Department, and Police Department. Why don't we put our hands together for our fantastic sponsors. I was there for the whole 4 days, and I know how much that we have to go through. And I know that some of you do that for the whole 4 days full festival. I understand that last year, the year before last, we have only 1 day. Last year, we extended 3 days. We still think that there's more needs to be done, so we extended to 4 days. I was joking with the community director, the service director. I said, well, next year we are going to do it 5 days or the whole week. I don't think that's going to happen. But anyway, thank you very much, Vanessa. Thank you very much for your hard work. Next one is presentation of certificate of recognition to Aston Arrojo, MC, newly appointed city clerks, department president of the League of Cow Cities. I was there, witnesses. She was there as a president, and she would present. Represent all the cities to work with the city to conduct the meeting. So I want to appreciate you and thank you for taking this role. So lastly, I would like to recognize City Clerk Arrojo for her recent appointment as a president of the League of Cow City Clerk Department, showcasing your continued mentorship and support of the development of the future leaders in the city clerk's profession. We would like to recognize you for your hard work and dedication to the city clerk profession. Congratulations. And this time, I would like to invite all the council members to join me at the podium so that we can hand out the flags. But before I go through that, I want to tell you for the certificate recognition, the recognizing 4 festival sponsors. I have 2 title sponsors this year, and 1 platinum sponsor, and 3 gold sponsors, 4 silvers, and 3 bronze sponsors. Why don't we put our hands together and thank you each and every one of them for this. I would like to recognize the 2 young Marines here today to accept their proclamation for Red Ribbon Week. So I really appreciate your dedication to your service and being here with us tonight. Why don't we put our hands together for them too? Thank you. Proclamation recognize you for October 23rd to 31st, 2024. With number of reasons, so I therefore, Chief Charlie Mayor of City of Westminster, on behalf of President TP and Councilmember 85 West, Carlos Benzo, and Conway, do hereby proclaim that October 23rd 31st, 2024 as Red Ribbon Week in the city of Westminster. And I do encourage all citizens to support a drug-free environment lifestyle. Thank you very much for watching. The words in the one thing.
Good evening, I'm Young Marine Corporal Nguyen, and I want to thank the City Council members for granting Southeast County Young Marines the opportunity to receive a Red Ribbon Week proclamation. The Young Marines program is a national nonprofit youth organization for boys and girls ages 8 to the completion of high school. We teach character through the building of self-discipline, teamwork, and leadership. The primary focus of the Young Marine program is drug demand reduction, or DDR. Red Ribbon Week is a very important time for us, not only as a unit, but as a nationwide program. There are approximately 9,000 members around the country that reach out to their communities year-round with messages of healthy, drug-free lifestyles, and these proclamations support our war on drugs. It's an honor to be here, and thank you again for the opportunity and your support on this very serious issue.
Hai người lính Marine, hai em lính trẻ được City
Next, I would like to, on behalf
trưởng
of the
thành.
City of Westminster, City Council and City staff, I would like to present this proclamation on law enforcement records and support personnel day
Và những người
on
cảnh sát
November
trẻ.
14, 2024 to our law enforcement. So may I ask for all of you to come up here and join us.
Những người cảnh sát trẻ vừa ra trường. Những người cảnh sát trẻ.
Congratulations. So on behalf of the city staff, I would like to present it to you, this proclamation, and recognize that November 14, 2024 as a law enforcement records and support personnel day, and extend our gratitude to the Westminster Police Department Record Bureau staff and support personnel for their diligence, commitment, and dedicated service to our community. And I ask you to join us in the commitment team. Thank you.
On behalf of Records, I'd like to thank the mayor and city council members.
Thank you for your service. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I already said it's time for pictures, so it's time for pictures.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to miss a picture.
Guys, I really appreciate ladies all you do, because I know that with record, you guys keep every information, and you have to be precise, and thank you for all you do for our city, and please keep up the good work, and if you need anything, we're here for you. Thank you, God bless.
Anyone else? All right, thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
So now the certificate recognition to our sponsors. I know it's handed to me for the platinum sponsor, but I know that we have two title sponsors within our city. I'd like to recognize the people who are title sponsors. Okay, for the title sponsors for this year fall festival, we have Westminster Municipal Employees Association. May I ask
on behalf of WMA and President Vince Wanted, we just want to say thank you, and it's our time to give back to you, the community. That's why we chose to be, when they came to us and said, hey, can we be title sponsors? We said absolutely, because we want to give back to the community. And I'm hoping that maybe next year we can give back in the same way again. So thank you.
Public Work, thank you for all you do. You guys are amazing. They're the union. So thank you for all you guys do, because you guys are amazing. Keep up the good work. Thank you.
MEA. Yeah, so thank you so much for everything. It's about time you guys come out and sponsor, especially this year, right? Because our fall festival has really grown. And thank you, and so you gotta repeat next year, and the year after, and the year after. Thank you. Remember that.
Extend my gratitude to all the members. If I can take it back, and not only did they support us by being a sponsor, but these guys were out there over 16-hour days out there every day. So they really hit it out of the park and being there for our community. So thank you very much.
Appreciation that following all of these, I will coordinate that the following paragraph is going to be the same. In appreciation of your generosity and dedication to the success of the 2024 Fall Festival by sponsoring and participating in this festive celebration with the community. Thank you very much. The next one is also going for the title sponsor, and it came from Westminster Police Officers Association. Would you please tell me?
I just want to say it was an honor to partner with our counterparts over at WMEA and provide such a wonderful event for the community. We were just honored, and the showing from the community was amazing. So thank you guys.
Sorry. Hey, we love you. Thank you for all you guys do, and just there's that one. But anyways, thank you for all you guys do, and you guys help with the Westminster PD, because every union, we need protection from Westminster PD, so thank you for all you guys do for vouching for all law enforcement. Thank you. God bless.
President Kayase, under your leadership, I thank you for everything that you've done for us lately. And to thank you also. Of course, I'd like to thank WTOA as a whole. Thank you so much. And please let me know that I appreciate, and we all from the council appreciate their efforts. Thank you.
Being a sponsor for our community and working hard for the community, so please extend my gratitude to the whole board and all your members. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Well, the next one is, this one is special. I remember last year, I still remember vividly that last year we had Westminster School District sponsor us as a title sponsor. I don't know this year, because of the economy or something, they came out with a platinum sponsor, but we can also accept as a third or more of the title sponsor for next year if you can this year. So I would like to invite you to come up here for the recognition. So this certificate of recognition is presented to Westminster School District for Festival 2024 Platinum Sponsor, and I would like to present on behalf of the City Council and City staff. I would like to present it to you, on behalf of for the Westminster School District, and this is the president of the school district, board of the school, and board of trustees. Thank you very much. Here,
As the president of the Westminster School District, we're very honored to support the city. We try to teach our kids to give back to the community, preserving their culture and promoting their culture. But why are we going down from Tyler to Platinum? You guys need to get together, okay? If you all work well together, go back to the highest sponsorship. How's that? That's how we are here. 20 years from now, they be in your shoes, and you need to lead by example. That's how it's gonna work. But I really thank you very much for doing all the program in the city, so our kids can participate. And thus, we need to work together for the sake of our city. Thank you.
I just want to remind our staff here, we have the item for tonight, that we have to recognize them and then to sponsor them. So basically, I'm coming, we might hurt you. I'm just kidding, so, we're here for
Thank you. This is our President, Francis Wynn, and I also make sure we need to bring David Johnson. He's also board trustee. Come up here. Yes.
I am so sorry, Trustee Johnson, I didn't see you. Otherwise, I would have invited you up here. This is Trustee Dick Johnson. We work together with our school district, and we also have other 2 board members. They cannot be here tonight.
Thank you, President. Thank you, board member, trustee, for what your dedication to our community and for extending and making sure that we collaborate as much as possible, because that was missing for many years, and I'm glad with your guys' leadership for bringing that back. So thank you very much for being part of our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Francis Tentry. I remember, I believe it was over this last parade that you, the Westminster Board of Trustees, was the title sponsor. So I hope you do the same this year. And I thank you for your efforts, for supporting us, our city, and our council as a whole. Thank you so much for everything you do. And please repeat the second precedent.
Well, I'll just repeat a little bit about what I said at the last council meeting, which is to thank the city and specifically all the PD that came out to, I think, 11 different of our sites, to community services and recreation. You came out as well. See, the family resource center came out, and the majority of our city council members came out as well to events that we had for rock and roll safely to school event. And that shows that your participation is just as strong as ours, and it goes both ways. We build a synergy together. I really appreciate that. So thank you to all of you.
And please continue to work for our children in our school, and just make sure that you guys continue to provide the best education as we know what's happening in the state of California. Thank you for all you do. Keep up the good work, guys. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, I know we have 3 or 4 from group sponsors. The first one is certificate of recognition presented to YHG Income Tax and UG Services for Festival 2024 co-sponsor. Please.
great. I mean, I hope so, see you next year too.
Thank you very much. The next one is the certificate of recognition presented to Seaside Dining Del Taco for Fall Festival 2024 co-sponsor. Please come and join us. Thank you.
I just want to say on behalf of Seaside, we're really glad that we had the opportunity to participate with Westminster and say thank you, because we want to go ahead and continue to participate in the next few years.
All right, thank you. Next is a certificate of recognition presented to Midway City Sanitary District for Fall Festival 2024 silver sponsor. I know that we have the president of Midway City, Mark Wayne.
Midway and the city has a special relationship. We're like siblings, except the city is big building. All kidding aside, thank you for this award. It's a pleasure and an honor to be a sponsor of the city today. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Next is the certificate of recognition presented to Ruby Corporation regardless of Westminster for Festival 2024 silver sponsor. No, okay. All right. The next is certificate of recognition presented to Westminster Memorial Park and Future for Festival. Okay, not sure that you are here, but this certificate of recognition presented to United Employment Solutions for Fall Festival 2024 plans and sponsor. She's not here, so. Oh, right here, oh, okay, thank you.
On behalf of the United Employment Solutions, I want to say thank you for allowing us to support the community. Thank you so much.
This is a special one, right? This is very special. This is very special. And as I read earlier, this is a certificate of recognition presented to Ogojo and NC in recognition of your hard work and dedication as newly appointed city clerks department, president of the League of Our Cities. This time, I would like to ask our staff, the city manager, the senior city manager, and department heads, can you join us over here for this special occasion? Your picture, please. I know it's just a promise that I asked them, so it's been up there.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
All right.
City Council, as well as our department head team and city staff for supporting me and for inspiring me to continue to mentor and motivate those who are coming up in the city clerk profession. Thank you again.
I think that's it, right? Thank you very much. Thank you for your patience also. We'll continue with our meeting.
Mấy người này xong rồi đi à.
Again, we want to thank all of the sponsors, especially our fourth festival event in the whole sponsors this year, even more. Like I said,
Mất dài rất lịch sự. Đại diện người dân là nó bỏ vô sao mà me mà tao đuổi cổ ra liền. Coi thường mọi người kỳ cũng coi thường biết nhiều. Really unbelievable. Tao chạy ai cả dung tiếng câu hai câu chạy mất tiền. Vậy hả? Nói nó bỏ nó trốn lại giờ. What the hell wrong with him? I know. Bất tình.
But you choose to be here just because you care. I truly believe that.
Di chú siêu đạo đánh vào di chú rồi. Con bồ với ở lại của mình. Làm cho nó kỳ. Vì đức sự viên chặt đấy.
With that, I also want to clarify.
Mà sao không đem cái buồn đó
There are so many people meeting for the same I know it was a record at one time. But remember, the 13 hours meeting basically combined the two meetings together. Remember the meeting before that? I have, because of the disruption, I have to adjourn the meeting before, and we couldn't get that much work done. See, this is done. And it's carried over to the next meeting. And for the next meeting, I don't want it to continue to carry over. So I want to make sure that we do see our business. And as an elected official, we have to stay until it's done. We will do that. That's why it took 13 hours. But that's not only the reason alone. We've been fighting from the council. It made it worse. That's why it is 13 hours. And I want to make sure that about that, because today, one of the YouTubes I do is unfortunately from our council saying that trying to slam me that I don't know how to run a meeting and have the meeting done for 13 hours. And they know in fact why that was. So I want to clarify that. So if now you say that why TP Westminster took a 13-hour meeting, we know that we actually do 2 meetings in one. Okay, thank you. Next is yes, I understand your communication, but I think I have one here that I want to. Okay. I'd like, before we go on with the oral communication, this is for oral communication, this is for agendas item only. And if you speak with non-agenda item, please wait to Tham.com. When I say Tham.com, it's not again the meeting for this meeting. I understand that we took a lot of time, that we have to do the presentation, which I think you all power that, but I will try to move the meeting. I will try to make the presentation before the before the public hearing time. So be patient in that. So, at this time, before I ask one, sorry, I just want to mention that we have a policy and policy, is also here in the council, and it's also mentioned in the, you guys have, package, agenda package. So if you have any question about it, please, ask me to be politely and treat everyone explicitly, and also make sure that, you know, if you need to, refrain from
Mày sớm mày 8 giờ
children in the
giờ phải ra thị trường
sáng
mà
mà
họ phải 5 giờ sáng có mấy bữa đó
please,
bữa thứ gì ta tập để con
please allow me to speak with you please for a few minutes on this. Thưa quý vị, ngay lúc này chúng ta chỉ có nói về chúng tôi sẽ mở ra để chúng tôi có được quyền lên phát biểu, nhưng mà chỉ có 3 phút mà thôi. Mà trong cái phát biểu này chỉ có phát biểu cho những cái chương trình hay là cái chủ đề ở trong cái agenda này thôi. Ngoài cái agenda này thì cái lúc mà gọi là non agenda item có nghĩa là quý vị tới giờ quý vị có thể nói những cái vấn đề khác, nhưng nó cũng vẫn phải nằm ở trong cái chủ đề jurisdiction, là trong cái khuôn viên của cái thành phố của mình. Và về thế cho nên tôi xin được quý vị là dùng cái lời lẽ làm sao
cho đối tượng viên thì đối cho nói trên đà tao ở đây tao
it's only 2 minutes, and I want to you have 2 minutes, and you have the translator. You have a total of 6 minutes. I can control you. But if you are not wanting to use your time and you went over the 2 minutes, and you can't have no time to translate, it's your fault. I'm not going to extend any second after that. Sir, it's not time to speak at this time. So you can speak during the time that you are called for public comment, please.
Now you gotta go extend.
No, thank you. No, thank you. So at this time, I would like to open up for the oral communication. So,
Thank you, Mayor. This is the time of the meeting that members of the public may address the city council regarding any items on the agenda except public hearing items. Members of the public wishing to address public hearing items shall do so at the time of the public hearing. Unless otherwise extended by majority vote of the city council, comments shall be limited to 3 minutes per speaker. Any person wishing to address the city council in person should complete a green speaker slip that is provided at the entrance to the council chambers and submit the card to the city clerk. When your name is called, please step to the podium at that time and state your name and state of residence for the record. Our first speaker is WMDA Escalante, followed by POA Tile Seesaw.
Good evening, council. It's an honor to be here. First off, I want to say thank you to our big brother, POA, for letting us tag along with them and working side by side together in supporting the Fall Festival. So I'll be talking about item 5.4. Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, City Council. Dear City of Westminster Community Services, I hope this letter finds you well on behalf of the Westminster Municipal Employee Association. I would like to extend our heartfelt thanks for your ongoing commitment to enhancing our community. Your dedication and hard work do not go unnoticed, and we are proud to partner with you in serving our residents. We are especially thrilled that we were able to sponsor this year's Fall Festival. This event is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate our vibrant community, and we are excited to contribute to its success. Supporting local events like the Fall Festival not only brings our residents together, but also fosters a sense of unity and pride in Westminster. At the Westminster Municipal Employee Association, we believe in giving back to our community that we serve. It is through initiatives like the Fall Festival that we can truly make a difference in the lives of our fellow residents. Thank you once again for all that you do, and we look forward to sponsoring next year's event as well, alongside the POA. Thank you for making it. Thank you for having us work together for the betterment of our community. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Kelsey Song, followed by Gigi Bell.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council. Thank you for that nice presentation. That was beautiful. So thank you very much.
Thank you đâu.
It was an honor to be able to partner with our counterparts in the
Việc di trú mà phổ thông thì đâu phải nói việc
I've
di
come
trú.
up here many times in the past and talking about our city leadership and how great our leadership is going forward and how important it is to keep that leadership. And I think the fall festival is a perfect example of that. We've had numerous community events in the recent past, and each event has gotten better and better, and that's a testament to the great work that these folks are putting forth day in, day out. Not only the weekend of, because as you mentioned, there's people here 16, 20 hours a day to make this thing work, but all the behind the scenes work that was done by our city staff was nothing short of amazing. So we just wanted to say thank you for allowing us to be a part of it. We were honored to be a part of it. It was absolutely gorgeous. So everybody did a great job, and we look forward to the event coming up on Friday. So we hope to see everybody there, and like I said, the biggest thing is the amount of community behavior that we're going to get at these events is huge. We couldn't be happier with it. So thank you guys very much.
Our next speaker is Gigi Bell, followed by Monique Nguyen.
Xin chào thị trưởng, phó thị trưởng và các thành viên. Tôi tên là Gigi. Tôi muốn nói về mục 9.2 quy tắc ứng xử của hội đồng thành phố trong các cuộc họp. Kỳ họp từ các nhân viên thành phố dài 16 cam, cho nên tôi không mong đợi gì ở nghị viên em đi đọc và nghị viên Nam Quang hiểu. Vì lịch sử họp thành phố chứng minh rằng hai nghị viên này không đọc báo cáo của nhân viên trước các buổi họp và sau đó lại đặt ra những câu hỏi đã được nói tới trong báo cáo của nhân viên. Tôi muốn nêu một số điểm quan trọng từ report báo cáo của nhân viên thành phố, với hy vọng rằng hai nghị viên này sẽ hiểu được hậu quả của hành vi gây rối loạn và thiếu đạo đức của họ trong vài tháng qua trong các cuộc họp của hội đồng thành phố. Bộ luật chính quyền của tiểu bang Cali 38513 quy định rằng hội đồng thành phố có thể thiết lập các quy tắc để tiến hành các thủ tục của mình. Hội đồng thành phố có thể trừng phạt thành viên hoặc một người khác vì hành vi hỗn loạn tại một cuộc họp. 1204060 của Bộ luật thành phố Westminster WMC quy định thêm rằng bất kỳ người nào liên tục làm gián đoạn các phiên họp của hội đồng thành phố hoặc từ chối ngồi xuống hoặc giữ im lặng khi được chủ tọa ra lệnh sẽ phải bị phạm tội nhẹ. Năm 2022, thống đốc đã ký SB 110 thêm 154957 vào Bộ luật Chính phủ cho phép chủ tọa của cơ quan lập pháp tiến hành cuộc họp hoặc người được chỉ định của họ được mời ra khỏi phòng họp hoặc khiến một cá nhân bị loại bỏ vì làm gián đoạn cuộc họp. Trước khi bị mời ra khỏi phòng họp, chủ tọa phải cảnh báo cá nhân đó rằng nếu không chấm dứt hành vi của họ, họ có thể bị mời ra. Do đó, nghị viên Emily và Nam Quang, tại sao tôi lại nêu ra những điểm quan trọng này để ông bà chú ý? Tôi muốn ông bà hiểu rằng ông bà có thể dừng ngay những hành vi không chấp nhận được vô đạo đức và kém văn hóa của ông bà trong vài tháng qua, vì thị trưởng có thể đuổi ông bà ra khỏi các cuộc họp của thành phố. Khi bộ luật này được chấp thuận, các cuộc họp của hội đồng thành phố đã trở thành những cuộc họp vô trật tự, náo loạn và không thể chấp nhận vì những hành vi của hai nghị viên Emily và Nam Quang. Đừng nghĩ rằng chúng tôi, những cư dân không biết hai vị đã làm gì để phá hủy thành phố của chúng tôi. Chúng tôi thấy và hiểu rằng hai vị là nguyên nhân gây ra sự xấu hổ cho các thành phố, mà các thành phố lân cận, các tiểu bang trong nước Mỹ và có khi cả thế giới đều biết về cách ứng xử vô đạo đức, vô trật tự, côn đồ và thiếu văn hóa của hai ông bà Emily và Nam Quang. Đó là điều hoàn toàn không thể chấp nhận được. Xin ông và hai ông bà hiểu cho. Xin cảm ơn quý vị.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, and Council members. My name is Gigi. I'd like to speak about item 9.2, rule of City Council decorum during council meetings. The report is about 16 pages, which I don't expect Councilmember Amy to read and Councilmember Alquan to understand it all, as Councilman history has proved that these two council members do not read staff reports before the meeting and end up asking questions that have already been addressed in the staff report. I would like to bring some important points from the staff report, hoping these two council members will understand the consequences of their disruptive and unethical behaviors in the last few months during council meetings. Government Code Section 38513 provides that, quote, the council may establish rules for the conduct of its proceedings. It may punish a member or other person for disorderly behavior in a meeting, end quote. Section 2.04.060 of the Westminster Municipal Code further provides that, quote, any person who persistently interrupts the proceedings of the council or refuses to be seated or keep quiet in order to do so by the presiding officer shall be guilty of a misdemeanor. In 2022, the governor signed SB 1100, adding section 54957 of the government code, authorizing the presiding officer of the legislative body conducting meeting or their designee to remove or cause the removal of an individual for disrupting the meeting. The removal must be preceded by a warning to the individual by the presiding officer that the failure to cease their behavior may result in their removal. So, Councilmember Amy and now Quan, why do I bring up these important points to your attention? I want you to understand you can stop the unacceptable, unethical, and horrible behaviors in the last few months because the mayor can remove you two from the council meetings. The council meetings have been a circus clown show because of your behaviors. Don't think we residents don't know what you two council members had done to destroy our city. We do see and understand you two are the cause of neighboring cities, national and international embarrassment. It is absolutely unacceptable. And this is the perfect reason. The pet dog over here is not here. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Monique Wing, followed by Michael Berengia.
Mayor, council members, and everyone in the audience.
Hello,
Okay, thank you. I would like to speak in support of agenda item 9.2. It's about time to see establishing a rule to control an orderly meeting. The behaviors of Councilmember Amy and Quan during council meeting have been absolutely disgusting and embarrassing. They purposely wanted to create chaos, disrupting the meeting and destroying the city. Please vote in support of item 9.2. Maybe the city can have council meeting like any other cities for once, where opinions are welcome and a democratic process taking place, rather than disorderly and horrid conduct from Councilmember Amy and Quan. Councilmember Amy, why are you still trying to promote fake news? From the meeting on September 11 to the meeting on October 9, to the special meeting on October 14, to the press release officially from the city, to the letters addressing the facts to the mobile home residents. We all understand perfectly Mr. Joseph Ngo, Councilmember Amy, and Quan ill intention just to get people's vote. They do not care about the impact of their fake news had on mobile home residents. They are so cruel and unethical in any way when they twist the facts. We know Councilmember Amy and Quan care for themselves and themselves alone. You continue to mislead the residents on the right presenting you care. What a bunch of crooked Councilmember Amy and Quan and the council candidates. Please don't help them. Please vote for Mark Nguyen in District 3 and re-elect council member Carlos Mendo for District 2. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Michael Garantia, followed by Clay Donato.
Thank you, Mayor, council members. Item 9.1, fake news and fake press conferences that we keep having outside the city council chambers here. What we have gotten used to see is two council members will either show up at those and take part in them when they're supposed to be in here in a closed session. Start mandating city permits for these individuals that go out here and spew their BS to the residents of Westminster, specifically those residents who only have Vietnamese language skills. They stand out here, they spread this stuff, it scares everybody that don't understand what's going on. And I'd like to see these people have to take out a permit and pay a fee. And it doesn't have to be anything big, it could be $25 for a permit. If somebody else has a function in the city, don't you make them get permits for those functions? Especially this thing's on city property. And generally the people that are out there are not city employees. Only the two council members who join in this nonsense outside are city employees. Second one, by the way, they're only interested in undermining the rest of the council and bringing disrespect on this city. 9.2, pass the ordinance establishing the rules of decorum and civility for the mayor and council. This council has only 2 members, and I'm not gonna announce their names because it's Amy and Paul. They're the ones creating the havoc and disrespect in these city council meetings. Those of us who sit in here, as well as those who either watch it later on YouTube or they watch it live. They know what's going on. They see the shouting and screaming back and forth, and the two of them will sit there and smirk at one another because they're being coached to do this. There's other people that are elected officials and prior elected officials of this council that are coaching these two morons. This has got to stop. I am so glad to find out that this was in closed session and there will finally be something done about decorum in these meetings. All they're trying to do is destroy the council's ability to run the city in a proper manner. They don't care. It's all for their own self-interest and their own self-promotion. Again, perfect example. Amy's pet dog over here has been gone how long now? How many meetings now that this guy does this? Why are we paying him? We're wasting tax dollars on him.
Our next speaker is Clay Donato, followed by Tham.
Có hoàn toàn ủng hộ 9.2 vị viên miền Nam quan cần phải được đưa vào đúng vị trí của họ, giống như những cư dân khác trong chúng tôi. Một, khi họ gây rối trong các buổi họp của hội đồng thành phố, họ nên bị mời ra khỏi phòng họp. Khi hành vi không thể chịu đựng được với phép xã giao thông thường của con người đã vượt quá giới hạn, họ nên bị trục xuất khỏi buổi họp. Tôi không biết làm sao thị trưởng có thể chịu đựng được những hành vi côn đồ của họ. Đã đến lúc thành phố phải khôi phục lại luật pháp và trật tự. Nghị viên Amy Nam Quan không phù hợp với công việc của hội đồng và tôi hoàn toàn ủng hộ việc tại nhiệm họ ngay lập tức. Tôi vẫn nhìn nghị viên Amy, nghị viên Nam Quan với thái độ kinh tởm và cảm thấy nhục nhã với hành vi của họ trong các cuộc họp của hội đồng thành phố. Tôi không hiểu tại sao sau tất cả các buổi họp của hội đồng với các nhân viên giải thích sự thật về kế hoạch chiến lược của thành phố, Amy vẫn cố gắng đánh lừa những sự dân nhà mô
Amy nghĩ rằng những cư dân nhà Mormon đều là những kẻ ngu dốt và dễ dàng tin vào chiến thuật tranh cử thiếu đạo đức và vô lương tâm của họ trong mùa vận động tranh cử. Nam Cam và ứng cử viên Joseph Ngô tiếp tục phát tán tin giả trên kênh YouTube của Nam Quan Network. Hành vi của họ là một vô đạo đức và không thể chấp nhận được, cho đến khi một trong những cư dân nhà Mormon lên cơn đau tim hoặc đột quỵ thì họ mới vừa lòng hay sao? Có phải vậy không? Nghị viên Amy dám gọi nhân viên cấp lớn của thành phố là nói dối trong cuộc họp ngày 9 tháng 10. Sau đây là cuộc họp đặc biệt đã khẳng định lại sự thật và kế hoạch chiến lược của thành phố và thông cáo báo chí chính thức gần đây và thành phố, và Amy vẫn đổ thừa là thành phố đang tạo ra tin tức lừa đảo, và Amy nhất định từ chối lắng nghe sự thật và nhất định lừa dối cư dân Mormon. Nghị viên Amy là người thiếu hiểu biết đến mức không còn danh từ nào dành cho bà ta. Bà ta tiếp tục tuyên bố rằng bà ta đại diện cho cư dân địa hạt một, nhưng tôi không thấy bà ta thực sự lắng nghe và nói lên ý kiến của họ, cũng như những tiếng nói của họ. Bà ta là gánh nặng của thành phố, của chúng ta. Khi bà ta không lắng nghe và chấp nhận sai lầm của mình và tiếp tục cố gắng đánh lừa đạo cư dân nhà Mormon, có một Thiên Chúa thôi mà Ngài không dạy ai ăn gian nói dối, nhưng tôi chắc rằng không có Thiên Chúa nào đó mà bà ta chấp nhận những hành động vô tư cách, vô giáo dục. Bà ta cũng như những lời nói dối của bà ta, không có Thiên Chúa nào chấp nhận những điều dối gian như bà.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Wayne. Is this it? My name is Wayne. I fully support item 9.2. Council members Amy and Nam Kwan need to be put in their place like the rest of us residents. Once they become disruptive to the council meetings, they should be removed. Their insufferable conduct and normal human etiquette surpass the lines. They should be expelled from the meeting. How the mayor can stand their conduct, I have no ideas. It's time the city restores law and order. Councilmember Amy and Nam Kwan are not fit for council business, and I fully support their recall ASAP. I continue to look at Councilmember Amy and Councilman Nam Kwan with a disapproving attitude and feeling disgusted with their conduct in and out of council meetings. I don't know how, after all these council meetings with staff explaining facts about the strategic plan for the city, Amy still tried to mislead the mobile home residents. Amy thinks the mobile home residents are all ignorant and easily believe in their horrible tactic during campaign season. Nam Kwan and her co-host Joseph Earl continue to spread fake news on Nam Kwan's trash network YouTube. Their conducts are unethical and intolerable. Until one of the mobile home residents has a heart attack or stroke, will then they be happy? Is that it? Councilmember Amy called staff a liar during the October 9th meeting. Now, after the special meeting to reaffirm the facts about the city's strategic plan and the recent city's press release, she still called the city and the majority of the council are creating fake news. She refused to listen to facts and chose to create her own version of what exactly happened. Councilmember Amy is ignorance beyond words. She continues to claim she represents District 1 residents, yet I failed to see if she actually heard and spoke their opinions and their voice. She is a liability to our city when she does not listen and accept her mistake and continues trying to mislead the mobile home residents. I am sure her God does not even accept her and her lives. Thank you.
Before you call the next speaker, I have two things I want to mention. Number one, for the reserve, I believe it's done. If you want to move forward, you can remove the reserve seat out for you. Number two, I saw that there's a front there. Yeah. I don't know who it's belong to, but I asked you to move the policy that we could not have reserve the back row for you.
Nó có quyền để cái mic này.
Nó
quyền đâu đấy.
Thank you, Mayor. Next speaker is Lynn Hung, followed by Donna Lane.
you have a copy, I send it? I send email it to everybody.
Need a copy, Mr. Hong?
Please, it's not your job, please, as a council, please refrain from doing anything left the public.
The hell? I know, man.
Can I read it?
It's your time.
So can you call that person? I told him I know you.
You have to be ready for that. Please.
Okay. Fine. I remember what I wrote. I'm not good, but I somebody else. By the way, you know, how come I have only 1 minute?
It's your time.
Okay, I don't know, you know, what did you say, you know, I received a letter, you know, and say that today, not one, you say, that the quick news, right? I don't understand what a quick news is. Maybe the term, you know, the English, I don't want to learn the English to say about what quick news, okay? You said, you know, maybe the person makes right, they say, God is existent, okay? So maybe that's the problem. Here's the quick news I want to show you, okay? You midway 16th century decree. And it is this letter I sent to FPPC. So what did you do? What do you do? Okay, I come back. That's okay, that's okay. So, you know, I want, you know, this is my question. The city sent a letter to all residents, especially, you know, explain, is that a 5.2 on, you know, September 11? What is this? So, now people are, I don't want to city. So, I don't
Bye-bye, bye-bye. 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 Go back to Vietnam.
Just want to let you know. I just want to let you know. It is my life that I sat home, but I'm not going to do it for myself, okay? So, okay, the next speaker. I ask you, would you please refer the comment to the MPs?
Our next speaker is Donald Layton, followed by Roger Mitchell.
I want to thank worker constituents from District 1. I read the piece of paper of it about 921, the reputable active, basic, active, saying that the council voted in favor of these elements on one word, and setting the basic note to the housing to but you went ahead and did it as a campaign trick. Also, relative to agenda item 9.2, I'm all in favor of that and thanking there for getting better at running the meeting with Robert's rules of order, not allowing people to speak out of turn and out of order. I'm here to rename it the Amy ordinance and pronounce her guilty as will be charged.
Westminster, followed by Gatlin.
Nhắc lên.
Chờ ông là sau tới chị.
Good evening, Alderman Midrow, President Westminster. So everyone knows this is a linear microphone, so if you're near it, it doesn't work. If you're in front of it, that's when it works. Pointing at your mouth, so helpful hit there. Just a little comments about the ARPA funds. Just so everyone knows, yeah, you're all right, because the government is not giving this money to cities. But everybody really needs to realize every single dollar that isn't used to recover from COVID is what we are living with across this country in inflation. ARPA created the inflation that we are all living with. I'm not saying give the money back, but it's kind of confusing to people when we're spending ARPA money on playgrounds. I don't want to stand here and say I'm against playgrounds and improving our parks, but everybody needs to know, I mean, not much we can do about it, I'm kind of like talking in the air, but ARPA money is our inflation. We're not gonna get the money back, but what is it, are we overtaxed? Or is that just printing money that is causing us grief across the whole country? There's a lot of money being spent or being approved tonight on this agenda, and I would like a little bit more conversation, some smart conversation, which would just put two people on the edge over here because they're too much brightness on anything. And I would like to also point out to everyone who's watching on TV who's not on this room, that when the cameras are on speakers, that we should really point out who's not sitting up here. And these two carrying on, about representing people, when they're not sitting up here, they're not representing anyone. And Dan Fong Win, the only time he came in here tonight, I don't know if his phone is running right now, doing his YouTube channel, which he's making money off of this. Why is his phone sitting up there like that? Is it on? So he's making money off this on his YouTube channel. That's what he does. He's making money off this right now. We're paying him to sit in his office, or sit in the back, or feed his face, or playing with himself, or whatever he's doing back there.
Yeah.
The only time he was here, and this is the roll call, the only time he came in here is the second game he was off on night. So everyone at home should know when certain people are not sitting up here doing their job and not representing anybody. And even when he is sitting here, does not represent at all. The out of control chaos these two create, I don't know if there's any ordinance or resolution that's going to resolve this until you actually do remove them from the room.
Our next speaker is Nat Lynn, followed by Tammy Hamill.
Xin chào thị trưởng và hội đồng thành phố. Tôi là Nhật Linh, là cư dân của địa hạt ma thành phố Westminster. Tôi phải thêm một lần nữa để nói về hai tên nghị viên Nam Quang và Amy Van West có cố tình kết băng đảng để tuyên truyền láo xạo về vấn đề đổi zone và đuổi nhà mobile home của cư dân. Mặc dù thành phố đã phải vì cái lá thư vô đạo đức bất chấp luật pháp của băng đảng họ gửi đến cư dân các mobile home thông báo đuổi nhà, mà mất nhiều buổi họp ra nhiều thông báo đính chính nhằm mục đích để những người cao niên không phải lo lắng làm xáo trộn đời sống hay là bất an tâm trí. Tôi thiết nghĩ cư dân mobile home sẽ tin vào những văn bản cam kết của thành phố, chứ làm sao có thể tin được những buổi họp báo vỉa hè, tờ rơi của ứng cử viên nhằm đánh lừa cư dân để gom phiếu bầu một cách bẩn thỉu. Vậy mà những người của họ vẫn tiếp tục những hành vi dối trá. Đã thế, nghị viên Amy West lại còn tiếp tục đưa lên Facebook cá nhân gào thét nói láo với cư dân mobile home. Tôi hỏi Amy, tại sao bà không dám đăng bài viết dối trá đó lên Facebook Councilwoman? Có phải bà biết rằng sẽ bị cư dân phản đối ở trên đó như bà đã từng bị như vậy? Mỗi khi viết những status phá hoại chính sách của hội đồng thành phố hay là mị dân, tôi rất tán đồng nghị trình 9.2 về quy chế ứng xử trong hội đồng thành phố.
Đó là mong muốn của hầu hết cư dân khi thấy mấy tháng gần đây, hai nghị viên Nam Quang và Amy West không hề thể hiện văn hóa nghị viên, mà họ biểu hiện cái thứ văn hóa côn đồ đường phố, khiến thành phố không thể có những buổi họp hiệu quả, mà chỉ là những phiên cãi vã phô bày sự tệ hại từ những thù ghét cá nhân, những ganh tị giành giật hạ cấp đáng xấu hổ. Cử tri chúng tôi đòi hỏi thành phố phải nhanh chóng có biện pháp mạnh mẽ nhằm chấm dứt sự hỗn xược, ngang ngược, xấu xí của hai nghị viên Nam Quang và Amy West. Thành phố phải chi tiền cho những buổi họp có hiệu quả cho cử tri, chứ không thể kéo dài tình trạng những phiên chợ của những kẻ côn đồ.
I must once again talk about the two council members, Tham and Amy West, who are still deliberately forming gangs to spread false propaganda about the issue of changing zones and evicting residents of mobile homes. Although the city had to hold many meetings and issue many corrective notices because of the immoral law-defying letters sent by their gangs, mobile home residents announcing the eviction of mobile home residents with the aim of preventing seniors from having a peace of mind and worrying and disrupting their lives. I think mobile home residents will believe in the city's written comments, but how can they believe in the sidewalk press conferences and flyers of the candidates to deceive residents to gather votes in a dirty way? Yet their people continue to commit lies. In addition, Councilwoman Amy West continued to post on her personal Facebook page screaming and lying to mobile home residents. I asked Amy, why did she dare to post that lie on Facebook, Councilwoman? Did she know that she would be opposed by residents there, like she had been every time she wrote statuses that sabotaged the policies of the city council and Democrats? I strongly agree with agenda item 9.2 on the code of conduct in the city council, which is the wish of most residents when they saw that in recent months, Council Amy and Antoine did not show the culture of city council members, but they showed the culture of street thugs, making it impossible for the city to have effective meetings, but only quarrels, exposing the evils of personal hatred, jealousy, competition, degradation, and shame. We, the voters, demand the city quickly take strong measures to end the excellence of arrogance and ugliness of Councilwoman Amy West. The city and Antoine, the city must spend money on effective meetings for voters and not perpetuate the situation of these thugs. Nam Quan and Amy West.
Our next speaker is Tammy Hamill, followed by Michael Nguyen.
Bây giờ còn đủ binh, để anh lên nói xong hết binh cũng ok.
We do not speak for we are not silent. I agree with the comment, so that's not an issue. You don't speak for most of us, you're speaking for your own agenda that you are being pushed on. I just want to say thank you for doing this civil investigation. Something had to be done. You keep playing that in meetings, they should be happy about it, that you're going to start controlling it. Maybe it will control the behavior. I kind of doubt it because even at the beginning of the meeting, when they try to bring on an agenda item that she should have ruled out. All I could think was they kind of behave. We have so many people here, visitors and residents, and they're still acting like that. So I hope that starts tonight, especially with him being gone. I think he's been here for about 10 minutes. She's here, but she's not on the phone, probably on YouTube, she's probably streaming, but she's been doing what he's been doing. And I would like to know if they are making money on these channels while they're getting paid taxpayer money to sit here and do nothing for the city except do their own agenda and try to destroy the city from there. I would like to know that. They are making the best to make people. And I will hope that those investors and finance can start tonight with her behavior, his absence. And actually, I want to retroactively, but but thank you.
Our next speaker is Michael Nguyen, followed by Kai Dao.
Dear Mr. Mayor, dear Vice Mayor, and Council. My name is Michael Wynn, and I'm not that here. I'm from Washington, from my house to the border to BC, Vancouver, Canada, only 13 minutes. And the thing is, we tried to move to Westminster, but my wife said no. You know why? Because I opened every meeting in the Westminster for my wife today, and she denied, said, no, she don't want to move to over here. And the day them come over here, I want sorry for all Westminster residents. I support wrong person for number one and Amy. That two people I support 100%. But all the minute I see what they take the action, I'm disappointed. That's all. I just heard that.
But you're talking about the fake news and, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's why every time, and I'm the YouTuber, every time I'm live stream for Westminster meeting, 200, 300,000 people watching. And all they got mad, they pissed off, they said, why we don't fit that problem? Please, with the lawyers, the mayor, how do we fit that problem? We don't have any happen like before for every meeting. Thank you. I'm so sorry, all the residents of Westminster, I support wrong person, number one and eight. Thank you.
Speaker is Hydel, followed by Joseph No.
Good evening, everyone. Mr. City Attorney, I applaud you, I applaud you for guiding this purpose of council to finally address this issue, try to find a solution to resolve this problem before us. That has turned us into the laughing stock of the county, if not the state. Even people living in rural areas in Vietnam, all over America, and around the world, are watching our meeting to amuse themselves, to discuss and eat. That's why I told you guys, Mr. Mayor, I even called it stupid before, but that's why I told you guys I'm ashamed. We have the four of you represent us in the diet as Vietnamese Americans, both people of Vietnamese refugees. But I guess you, Mr. Mayor, specifically trying to pass this resolution in order to stop the chaos, in your opinion. So you think you can improve the situation or our reputation? Because you think that one and then we can say, council member in the Congress or council member in Congress are the only two that cause this problem. I don't disagree with you three on this. But what about the two causes of this problem? What do you think turn this two into such uncontrollable?
Every time
have you always been fair, just? Have you always designed your meeting properly, professionally, impartially, without bias or hidden motives? Well, one friend on colleagues told me people that self-righteous. I think you and your followers have that.
Our next speaker is Joseph
mai
No,
7 giờ
I'm
mà
going
sớm.
for more on here as well.
Thank you sir. Thank you.
Got something in it. So it's pretty bad.
Hello anh Jam, rồi bây giờ đó là đâu rồi? Ok, bây giờ mình phát biểu xong rồi đó là bây giờ mình đi ra mình đi về. Tại vì sáng mai mình phải bay sớm đó. Thành ra bây giờ mình phải về để mà mình sắp xếp áo quần vô vali. Rồi đó là từ chỗ mình mà ra tới ngoài LAX á, là lái xe đó là khoảng chừng gần 1 tiếng nếu mà không kẹt xe. Vì vậy cho nên đó là mình phải đi liền bây giờ, mình phải đi sớm. Vì vậy cho nên đó là anh chị em mà có tiếp tục coi đó thì anh chị em cứ coi qua bên phía Ngọc Hiền TV coi, ok? Qua bên phía Ngọc Hiền TV coi, rồi đó là xong rồi đó là mình sẽ gặp nhau khi mà mình lên trên về trên Washington rồi đó là mình sẽ nói chuyện. Ok anh chị em, rồi bye bye.